and gentlemen, it is Wednesday, and we are back around the water cooler, man, and we appreciate y'all so much, man. Tonight, we are going to get into top offenses, top defenses tonight. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about those and see who's going to be up there. And we got to tell you, we got to react to what Coach Freeze said today at his press conference, man. A lot of questionable things, a lot of some suspect things, but hey, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna talk about it after this, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports coming up right after this. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC Conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Oh boy. Yes, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. As always, my name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. And the other man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Oh man, y'all gonna be able to see me very soon. My Wi-Fi is very much under construction. It is going down. But I am Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go, let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always, man. And of course, around the water cooler with us tonight, we got our guys from Titan Sports, Alabama Football Megacast, the one, the only Titan Sports. Titan, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Man, doing good, looking good, feeling good. Fall camp just look at that. Fall camp looking pretty good.
Titan seem to be feeling good. And of course, from at its SEC season, the man, the myth, the legend, everybody's fan favorite, Auburn Test. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling tonight?
Man, feeling pretty good, man. Yeah. Talking season over with.
Yes, it is.
Kids are reported to camp. It's that time of year.
The buddy system is in full effect.
Talking season is officially over with, man. Shout out to that. We now get to talk some real football. We get to talk some almost tangible stuff because the games don't start until later on this. Well, I can say this month because this month almost over with, but we almost there. We almost there, man.
I just gotta throw this in there real quick. What's just a little side note? I don't want to derail nothing. But due to current news events in the sporting world in the NFL and things that have happened over the last couple of years for one particular player and another player from the same school, I just want to congratulate Coach Dabo Swinney for doing one of the best jobs coaching in the history. I don't know how he did it. I just don't know how he did it. So congratulations, Coach Swinney. I don't know how you pulled it off.
Hey
man.
It is. There it is. He said he don't know how you put it off, Coach Freeze. So he's saying what's up to you, man. So I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. I don't even know. I'm so
know what I'm talking about.
That went on my head too. I was confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what he's talking about, bro. I'm so
he was coaching that collegiate Diddy party. Rocking.
A few Clemson players are wilding out right now.
Wilding out, boy.
I got you. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the quarterback.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And the quarterback.
Man,
that man been a jokester though. That man, I get what he's talking about, but yeah, that man been a jokester.
Man, we appreciate y'all so much for Water Cooler as always, man. Before we get into it, man, make sure you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23, and of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live, man. We thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us here, man. And continuing, we are striving to be the #1 college football call-in show soon. That's what we're striving to be. You got to speak it into existence, man. You got to speak it into existence, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat with us tonight, man. The Huggy Beard saying what's up. What up, Hug? How you
happening?
doing, man? Auburn Dad for
Huggy.
life in the chat with us as well, man.
He
What's
so
up?
ill.
Auburn dead.
All right, man. Hope you're doing good. Huggy speaking to everybody. What's going on? He said War Eagle to Nick and Marcus from Auburn Dad. And as always, hello, Tyke. That's what he said. It is what it is, man. Shout out to him, man. He said, Tyke, you got to check them sneakers, bro. You got to check them
Hey, the sneakers are tied tight.
Oh man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for being in the chat with us and rocking with us tonight, man. On this July 30th, one more day left in this month, and then it is good. Jermaine Mims, what's up, man?
Jermaine?
He said, feeling good, feeling great. How are you guys? We doing good, Jermaine. Hope you
Roll
feeling all
Tide,
right.
Mr. Mims. Roll Tide, Mr.
Everything's
Mims.
going good with you, my guy, man. Hope all is well, man. All right, so we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here, man. Tonight's show is gonna be a very jam-packed show tonight, man. Tonight we're gonna talk about look who just chopped into the chat. Travell Fitzpatrick, the king of the Kermits, is in the chat. What up, Travell? Hope you're feeling all right, my guy. Appreciate you so much for coming in. But as I was saying, man, tonight's show is gonna be pretty jam-packed tonight, man. We're gonna start the show off with with our offenses. We are going to, this is per Alan Berry from Monday's show. He requested this. So we're going to take a look at the top offenses in the country. We didn't put a range on it, so I just went top half. I just picked the top 7-8 offenses who I think will be in the conference, and we can narrow it down from there. I'm gonna see what these guys are thinking as well. Then we're going to go to break, and then we're gonna we're gonna do that. Talk a little bit about what Coach Hugh Freeze said at his press conference. They go to break, and then if we have anybody that want to call in, of course, we're striving to be the number one college football call-in show. Is what we're striving to be. So guess what? Call-in number gonna be on after halftime, man. So we appreciate y'all as always for rocking with us. As always, Robert Smith is in the chat with us right now, saying good evening, Tez, Marcus, Nick, and the Bama guy. What he said. Shout out to Robert Smith, Marcus's number one fan. Man, we appreciate
that Bama should be capitalized. That B should be capitalized.
Oh my goodness.
Throw that out there.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's head into the first half of the show.
This is the first half.
All right, man. We back, man. Hope all is good, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. All right, man. So, as we stated before, first part of the show, we're gonna talk about talk about the top offenses and top defenses in the conference. So this is just really, I didn't rank them. I just went with what I thought at the end of the season who would be the top offenses and top defenses in the country. This was just what I did. I didn't rank them. I didn't do anything like that. But I want to hear from you guys. We didn't put a number on it. We didn't say top 3, top 5, top nothing. The number was just best top best offenses and top best defenses is what was proposed to us. So I want to get y'all perspective on it. I want to sit back because I want to hear what everybody has to say about this right here. And I'm gonna start with the man, the myth, the legend, everybody's favorite, the fan favorite, Tez. Who you got? Who you got on the top? Let's start with the offense side. Who you got as some of the top offenses that's gonna be in the conference this year?
Probably some of the usual suspects, I think. I don't know. When we say top, do we mean just like yardage or effective? This determines whether I put Vanderbilt as one of my top offenses or not. Because I don't know if they're going to put up the yardage, but in terms of efficiency and effectiveness, that you can't tell me that offense wasn't one of the top offenses in the SEC last year.
Okay.
When you look at the games that they played, long, sustained drives. So I got to put them in there. I think Auburn's going to have near a top 3 offense in the SEC. I say Jackson Arnold passes for over 3,000 yards. Okay. We got the receivers on the outside. We had the receivers on the inside. We have a couple of running backs in the backfield trying to sort that out. And this offensive line returns a lot of experience and a lot of snaps. Probably one of the tops in the SEC, to be honest. I think maybe LSU can compete with that from an offensive line standpoint, maybe. With that being said, I got to put Garrett Nussmeier in LSU's offense amongst my top 5, and I'm gonna put that school in Tuscaloosa.
Talk to me.
Wow.
Talk to him, Ted. Tell him something.
I think offensively they have the skill sets at the skill positions. Quarterback, I think, still is not as concrete as people want us to believe. I think it's still very much so a toss-up. I wouldn't be surprised if Austin Mack takes the first snap. It wouldn't be surprising to me at all. As coming from a school who's been in quarterback battles before, and not taking the quarterback to media day, like we've been down that road before. I kind of know when quarterback battle is not settled when I see it. So that's kind of what I see from them. But with the skill positions on the outside, man, you can't look at that offense and say that they're not going to be towards the tops. And let's see, if I had to just round it out to make a 5, much as I hate to say it, I want to go ahead and put Texas in there. I want to put that Texas offense in there, mainly because of Sarkisian. I am not as high on Arch Manning as a lot of folks. I still got to see it, but I do believe in that offensive coordinator and that offensive system and the receivers that they got. So yeah, that's who I am.
All right, man. I'm gonna throw some names out there to y'all, and I want y'all to tell me who y'all would add, who y'all would subtract. I want y'all to tell me. All right, I'm gonna go LSU. I'm gonna go. I just went top half of the conference. I went top 7, top 8. I went LSU 1. Of course, I believe Garrett Nussmeier is probably the best quarterback returning in the conference. Oklahoma. I throw Oklahoma in there because I think Oklahoma's offensive line is gonna be something that will be pretty good, and the fact that you have a OC quarterback combination coming together as a package from one other school. So I'm looking at Oklahoma. John Mateer and Ben Arbuckle. How about Florida? Now this one is a little bit hit and miss because today it was reported that DJ Ladway has been in a boot for the past couple of days. So I don't know, but I still put them on the list. There. South Carolina. Could South Carolina be in that mix? South Carolina has a really good offensive line coming back. They probably have the second best quarterback. Well, he's definitely top 3, top 4 guy in the conference coming back in Lenore Sellers. A lot of people feel like he's the best quarterback in the country in that situation. You're looking at that Lenore Sellers coming back. What about Texas A&M? Marcel Reed at quarterback with Texas A&M. How do you feel about those guys? I'm just saying, maybe. Mississippi State. Blake Shapen.
I knew it.
Jeff Levy at Mississippi State.
Somebody call the census.
Get
YouTube executives on the phone.
Y'all are acting like Mississippi State won't be in that conversation in the top half.
I like Levy, and I think you like Levy too, but I ain't gonna say that top off.
What are you talking about? They put up 31 points on Georgia last year at Georgia. What are we talking about?
That's one game, Nick.
But they put up multiple. They averaged like 30-some points a game last year. What are you talking about? What we talking?
Alabama beat Georgia last year.
What we talking?
Vandy beat Auburn and Alabama last year.
And I'll say this, and I threw Alabama
all around.
I threw Alabama in there because I don't know, man. Like, okay, so like I'm gonna just be real, bro. I'm gonna just be real. I feel like Alabama.
Let the dark side use you.
I just feel like Alabama just getting a lot of benefit of the doubt and things stuff like that. Because like when we get to the defensive side of the ball, they have Alabama ranked as one of a PFF had Alabama ranked as
number 1
defense coming back in the country. And I'm like, and we didn't get the defenses yet. And I said, how? And then
I was saying
when I read why they had them ranked at number 1, a top 10 player at each position, I said, huh?
Yeah.
I said,
what they said, Nick. They said that.
If you
I said,
hump,
are you
do
serious right now? Just because I got a top 10 player ranked at each position? What are we talking about? You got one top ranked player ranked at each position of the defense. I was like, all right, whatever. But we'll talk about that.
A lot of prospects in there.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But I threw them numbers. I threw them teams out there. Tell me what y'all think. Who y'all adding? Who y'all taking away? Go for it. You know what? I'm gonna let Tight go first. If Tight want to talk about Mississippi State not being probably one in the top half of the conference, but go ahead.
I got top 5 offenses. Number 5 coming in at Alabama with a big push at number 1. We just a tie Austin Keelan away from just dominating everybody. And the main reason is not for one of those players. I think the offense is going to be changed up so much where, not saying I don't know this whole game manager versus but blah, blah, blah. But I think the offense is going to be so dynamic because they want to run 4 to 5 receivers at any position on the field. And that's just complicated. Mm-hmm. That's just complicated. You got Ryan Williams on the outside. You got Ryan Williams standing next to the right tackle. You got to make a decision, buddy. J.L. Miller's coming. Richard's coming. Draylon coming out the backfield. Grubb is going to run the ball. Ryan Grubb is going to run the ball. I'm going to leave that alone. I got number 4. I got DJ Ladway down there with Florida. They got a lot of offensive linemen coming back. And he's dynamic. That boot is a problem. I did hear about that. I'm going with the Grove, man. Because
Ole Miss, okay.
The one thing he can do is coach offense. He has some offense for you. Lane Kiffin wake up the beginning of the season with 8 games of offensive victory. Did anybody disagree with that? Just on offense.
I don't disagree with that.
He wakes up.
I don't know if I would go 8. I'll probably go like 6 or 7.
No, I go 8 because they at that point now. They like that defensive play. Stop running the ball on 4th down, or make some coaching decisions to go into that next level. Which don't nobody need none of that. Neither one of our teams. Our state don't need Lane Kiffin going to the next level. Next, I got Garrett Nussmeier and LSU and all them. And I too do not trust the what I call them the private school dead-legger, that being Arch Manning. But Arch Manning it's a great coach. Sarkisian, I think he's gonna have all them other 10 people just to cover up stuff. I mean, we got a guy out of Isaiah Horton. One thing they say about Isaiah Horton, he erases quarterback mistakes. And I think that the Texas Longhorn will probably have a team that will pick up any kind of mistakes Arch makes for the first 4 games, first 5, till he settles in. I know he can play. I think till he settles in, I think they got enough players around him to erase a lot of mistakes with a strong running game. So that's my 5.
Okay. Marcus.
And Auburn was this close to being in the top 5.
How not? That's before Marcus go, please explain to me why Auburn was not in the top 5. Like, why would you put Auburn in there over Alabama? I'm just curious to know.
I'm saying it's just
Auburn has a better offensive line.
They were this close, man.
Auburn has a better wide receiving core
than who?
Alabama.
Okay.
Auburn has a better offensive line than Alabama, even though the national media want to hype up Alabama's offensive line because of Caden Proctor.
People that's not from Tuscaloosa.
That's the only reason why they want to hype y'all up, because of Caden Proctor, and he's an NFL draft pick.
Caden Proctor. Wow.
We're gonna talk about this later on.
Y'all know who Jeremy Bernard is. Nobody know who that is.
Coach Freeze said that he got a draft grade on all 5 projected starters, and each one of them are draftable guys is what he got from NFL scouts. I'm just saying. That's 5 guys. But okay, I'm just saying. But go ahead.
Tans is draftable. I mean, that's like eligibility. But I'm telling you that guy. You know what? I'm telling you that Jaden Roberts.
That was good.
Jaden Roberts is an NFL prospect. J.M. Miller is an NFL prospect. Jeremy Bernard is an NFL prospect.
Guess what? When an NFL scout give me a draft grade, then I believe it. I'm draftable too.
So where did Pro Football Focus have your wide receivers?
The number 2 wide receiving class in the country. I mean, in the nation.
Room in the nation?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying y'all gotta have somebody to block for their quarterback and make it happen. Win the games.
You know what, Marcus? Win the games.
Win the games. And
go ahead, Marcus.
Win the games and it's taken care of.
I have done plenty of shows talking about Auburn's offensive line going into this season. People, go back and watch it. Please go back and watch it. Marcus, give us your top offenses.
I got LSU. I got Texas. I got South Carolina. I got Auburn. And I got that team in Tuscaloosa.
Why? I mean, you gonna tell us why, or you just gonna leave like that?
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay. So I got LSU because of nothing.
Yeah, what kind of list did you tell us why he picked them?
Cause you guys did very good at explaining y'all points, but yeah. So I got LSU because I think Nussmeier is a very valuable quarterback. I really think Brian Kelly hasn't failed under 10 wins, so I think that offense is gonna be pretty potent. Texas, I think Texas has one of the best all-around rosters, offense and defense. So I think their roster shouldn't fall out of the top 5. I'm real big on Sellers in South Carolina. I think they have some good pieces returning.
What's up,
I really want to see how he matures in his second year as a starter. I think that offense stays in the top 5. I'm worried more so about South Carolina's defense. Auburn, we've been talking all season about what Auburn got to bring. My only concern is, are we gonna get the Jackson Arnold, the 5-star Jackson Arnold, or the Jackson Arnold from last year from Oklahoma? That's a big concern for me. And Bama, this is just strictly off research. they everybody loves what the boy has offensively, and they said he has an even better defense. So, I honestly wanted to put Vandy right there, but going off of my research today, I would sound crazy to me. But
why would you sound crazy? Why would you sound crazy?
Because you obviously looked at the same stuff I looked at on 3. They very high on this number team, bro.
Okay, so
even though they on 3 they had Vandy production wise, bringing back the most production in the SEC, but the drop off still is like, all right, they Vandy. Everybody's expecting Vandy. No offense, Vandy, Chris, but everybody's expecting Vandy to do what Vandy does. And
let's answer the question. Let's ask the question. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. So Pro Football Focus, right? Pro Football Focus goes off of a mathematical formula based off of guys that's on your team and where they were ranked at, correct? Now, there's a difference than seeing stuff with your eyes.
Yeah, that's very true, Nick.
Okay? That is very different, right? If we want to go just straight off mathematical equations and numbers, if we want to talk about derivatives, integration, if we want to talk about all of this type of stuff to come up with a number of why Alabama is in the country. Okay, I'll take your point for that. But when we come and we watch for our eyes, when we look at what has attrition, when we account attrition, and when we talk about what we saw last year, what's coming back and going forward, how can you sit here and tell me what you see right now at Alabama is a top offense in the SEC?
You haven't seen it.
No, I said we haven't seen it yet, Nick.
What are you talking about?
We haven't seen it. I would say this, Nick.
That's not what I'm saying.
We're supposed to be watching the Seattle practices. Still critiquing Jalen Milroe.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I always say this. Every time we do these things, everybody goes off of what happened last year. Last year was a whole different season. It was a whole different season.
You said just take that into account.
Wait a minute.
You just said take that into account.
Wait a minute. I did not say take that into account. When did I say that?
You said take into account what you seen on the field last year.
No, I did not say that. I did not say take into account.
Did he not say that, or am I?
I heard that. That's why I was like, "Were you looking at Jalen Milroe in Seattle?"
No, I didn't say that.
Because while you was talking, Marcus said you hadn't seen him play yet.
No, what I said was, when you talk about this, you always take into account what happened last year. Last year is gone. It's those players. That team is a different team. That's
okay,
what
the credits then.
That's what I said. Last year was a different team. That's a whole. This is a whole different team this year.
Right.
Look at the roster.
So what is your Pro Football Focus number?
And make a decision based
Auburn
on
number 2
what
receiver.
this
Where did that
team
come from?
is, and based on what the roster is, and tell me how you think this offense is gonna look. If you're gonna go by what PFL say, then we just all gonna sit up here and have a boring show.
So Tez, how did
If you-
Auburn have
I
a
got you,
number
Nick.
2 wide
if you
receiver?
really believe Vanderbilt is gonna be a top offense, say that. I think Mississippi State is gonna be a really good offense this year, based on what they got.
I think that Vanderbilt is going to be a top. Like I said,
Thank you, Tez.
when we say top,
we make
when
bold
we say
predictions
top
on
offense,
this show. We
when we
make
say
bold
top
predictions on
offense,
this show, and we stand by them. That's what we do.
yeah. When we say top offense, like I said, like, are we talking about just sheer numbers, or are we talking about like effectiveness? Right, because that offense is effective.
And we stand by them.
Now, I will say that I put Alabama in my top 5 too, and a lot of the reason I put them in the top 5, and probably why you see them showing up on Pro Football Focus list, is because they do return quite a bit of production. It's just not at the quarterback position. On the offensive line,
if we being real though, Ted, they quarterback position is just the question mark is just as ours, bro.
No, it's
no,
not.
and listen,
It is
no,
not.
no, I
It
put,
is-
It's a question mark. Nick, this man has not done nothing for you to not say he's a 5-star athlete, but he hasn't done it. That's the same guy. Jackson Arnold is the same guy who lost his position to a true freshman, bro. Jackson Arnold is the same guy who lost his position to a true freshman. We are hoping that his potential is good. We are praying that he's going to be a good quarterback.
Hey,
Come
Marcus,
on, Nick.
Marcus, did you say he was a true freshman?
He got benched last year, and we can put it on the old line. But a true freshman came to Georgetown and beat us. A true freshman came to Georgetown while Jackson Arnold was on the sideline healthy and did not play.
First year. Look at his first year.
His first year, he got benched last year. We are hoping that he's good. We are praying that guy is good. That question mark is the question mark, bro.
Y'all should have anointed.
Let's be real about it, Nick. Stop being crazy. He's still a question mark.
Oil.
They tried it at USF.
Did y'all
still a
anoint
question
throwing
mark, bro.
oil? Anything like that?
Stop it.
Hey,
This is-
did y'all?
I'm here tonight, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Prediction. And stand by it. Make a bold prediction. And stand by it. Alabama quarterback is going to suck this year. Ty Simpson ain't nothing. I'm Ty Simpson because he's
Fall camp is started.
Let's
The
go,
pads is on.
Right to your neck.
Right now. You got me right now.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, Marcus, did you say you got benched for a freshman?
You don't
Let's go.
You don't get this in the ACC, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't get this in the Big 12.
This is not Big 12 football, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not MAC football. This is not the old Ohio State Valley Conference. No.
Oh man!
But did Marcus? Did you say he got benched for a freshman? I didn't know about that. You tell me more.
Man, you seen the proof in the pudding. He got benched for.
Hey, he beat us 24-3.
I got both of those offenses in the top 5 for the same reasons. I feel like they return. I feel like Alabama returns a lot in their wide receiver room. While I don't think it's better than ours, Jared Bedard was a very effective receiver last year. Ryan Williams is an elite talent that we wanted at our school. So I'd be naive to say that they don't have talent. And along the offensive line, they return some production. Jam Miller's coming back. He's going to be probably the one. The only question that they have is at quarterback. A lot like Auburn. We're in the same position.
It's a question? Is this a question? It ain't a question that a quarterback is, Ted.
It's
not the fan favorite saying it's a question like I said, Nick. Oh, okay.
Y'all want to sit here and talk about questions at quarterback. Look at Jeff Lebby's offense. Look at what you want to talk about.
It's questions all over the SEC.
It's questions all over the SEC. That's my point.
Hold up. Let me talk. I'm talking right
now. Not tonight, devil. Not tonight, devil.
Right now.
I gotta protect myself. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I'm talking right now. You want to talk about Big 12 football, right? You want to talk about this ain't the Big 12? Fuck the Big 12. Guess what? Guess who's the OC doing that year at Oklahoma? Jeff Lebby.
Guess who it was? Jeff Levy. We don't even know who the OC was in Oklahoma last year, and he wasn't even comfortable in the offense. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm standing by my prediction, and Auburn's offense is going to be number 1 and number 2 in the conference. All you Alabama fans talk about y'all going to have a number 1 offense, y'all going to be disappointed at the end of the year. That's all
I'll take a top 3 as long as we go to the playoffs. I mean,
I don't think that'll be number 1.
Tez.
Nah, I
I got to ask you a question, Tez. How did they rank Auburn's overall offense with the, overall, how do they see the offense come out this year as far as top third, middle third, or beyond, as far as just total offense?
Are you talking about Pro Football Focus?
Or whoever, yeah, anybody. CBS Sports, anybody. Yeah.
I don't know. In the SEC, we're probably about middle. Middle of the SEC is most projections that I see. But I mean, I don't know. Like it's you got to think about it. We can name about 6 or 7 teams that we think will have elite offenses.
I'm not wrong. I'm right. I'm right.
Right.
Can we get a Gatorade in here? Gatorade.
Yeah, we can name about 7 teams, man. That's gonna be elite offenses. But realistically, it's only gonna be about 3 teams that at the top. They were elite offenses. The rest of them gonna pass for under 3,000 yards, gonna run for less than 1,000. Like most of these teams gonna be middle of the road, man.
I'm not a big offense guy. I've told you for a long time. Every time, like with Bryce Young, we got a offense heavy offense. I mean, our team. It's like, oh, we can do this, we can do that. And the offense, first of all, if it ain't a running back, it's like the quarterback's leading the team and everything and just going crazy. It's like Alabama ain't never won no championship like that. We gotta have them boys housing.
These Alabama takes is crazy. Shout out to Penn State. Shout out to Penn State.
Penn State sports talk.
I will say that Alabama does have more of a question than quarterback. I think that Alabama. Thank
you, Penn State. On the phone right now. It's the one and only Robert Smith, Marcus's number 1 fan. What's up, Robert? What you got to say?
Oh man, how are we supposed to call in tonight after that action?
Man,
oh my goodness,
Robert, they got me.
It's SEC football, Robert.
It's time, Robert. Hope you got
I'm not being biased here, but I think you're a little rough on Marcus. I mean, I don't know that Jackson Arnold's proven anything yet.
Robert. So Robert, let me ask you this question. Robert. When you look at Jackson Arnold, his first year at Oklahoma under an offense that was tailored to his skill set, he went and played in a bowl game and won. Last year in an offense that was not tailored to his skill set, he looked like boo-boo. And now he's in an offense with an offensive court, with a head coach is saying this is the guy that can run the offense. And and Jackson Arnold himself said that he's more confident in his offense. So you telling me that you don't think he can prove anything in his offense? Come on, Robert.
Okay, here's what you're looking at. You're looking at he had a damn good game running the ball against Alabama. That's what you're judging him off.
So then Robert asked for
No, I'm not. I'm judging him off of when Jeff Levy was his offensive coordinator his first year at Oklahoma. That's what I'm judging him off of.
He didn't play that much that year, didn't he? Only play a few games.
He led them to a bowl game win.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying we got a very small sample size of this cat. So I'm hoping he wins a Heisman. Don't get me wrong.
I do too.
Right.
I do too. All fans are.
I don't know.
I disagree.
You ain't all fans. I see this one out.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
What?
Now I'm gonna. Hey, I tell you. The more I listen to Vandy Chris, they got everybody coming back on their damn. He said they revamped their O-line and got every running back and like all-world receivers to go with that little quarterback, that little midget quarterback they got up there. So
wow. Shout out to the little people. Shout out to the little people.
Not to Vandy Chris's point, they do got Junior Sherrill who's coming back. Junior Sherrill is a baller. The defensive side of the ball,
but anyway,
it should be pretty decent.
Yeah, they're not in the top 5 on the. I'm sorry, Vandy Chris, but you ain't in the top 5. Look, can I get my top 5 right quick?
Go ahead.
Get out of here.
Ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, and Marcus, you should agree with this now. Texas number 1. Do you agree with that?
I got Aaron number 1, but I feel
Okay, Tez, I'm going with LSU number 2. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I put them number 2 or 1.
I got Texas at number 2.
Okay.
I think you can flip flop those two.
Yeah, you kind of can flip them though. I ain't mad at that.
Rob said he got Ty Simpson. He said Ty Simpson.
I got a. Yep. Well, hey, right, Bama guy. I got Bama at number 3 or South Carolina. Either one. I got them kind of 3 and 4. That's my top 4 now. And I'll tell you, number 5 is going to be a sleeper. People, y'all kind of forget about this team, and this cat always puts up big numbers. I think Ole Miss is going to be number 5.
Yeah, Ty had them in their top 5.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I
cannot.
I think LSU, Texas, number 1, 2. I think Bama and South Carolina, and then I got Ole Miss coming in number 5.
Okay, you don't have Auburn in your top 5?
I was just about to ask a question. Where do you have Auburn at?
Where do you have Auburn?
I definitely got them. Around that 7 or 8 mark, and I want to go higher. I want to go higher with that. But let me tell you why.
Okay. You say question mark.
And Nick, don't jump out the damn phone now. But
he about to.
You say question mark.
Nick, I gotta see a little bigger sample size of Jackson, and then I also gotta see some running backs do something. I mean, besides Jacquez Hunter, I haven't seen a whole lot of action back there. So I gotta see. I gotta see that come together.
Hey, I ain't mad at that at all.
Now I will say this: we're gonna be uptight at receiver. Everybody knows this, so that might open up the running game like gangbusters. We'll just have to see. And look, Jackson Arnold could be a weapon running the ball too. I mean, you don't want to get him hurt, but he could be a damn weapon running the ball. Man, hell, he run over Bama. So
he ran over Bama.
Here's my
question.
What now? Here's my question. Here's my question to you, everybody that's watching this, and everybody that's gonna watch this on the rewatch. And I'm talking specifically because everybody apparently is jumping out at me saying, it's saying, why am I picking Auburn over Alabama? When you go position group by position group, and I'm gonna ask y'all this question. When you go position group by position group, and I'm gonna start, excuse me, I'm gonna start at quarterback. Who would you pick? Who would you rather have?
My room is deep into yours. Period.
Or Ty Simpson.
My room is deep into yours. Period.
Your room is not deeper than ours, Tight.
Period.
That's a hard one for me to say.
That's a bad take, Tight.
Hasn't really done anything yet. I mean, I say Jackson Arnold's done more than
Ty Simpson.
But
it's true.
Yeah.
Jackson Arnold's done more than everybody in that
The
room.
reason why I have Auburn over Alabama because Nick is right.
Before you give your take, Marcus, next position group, offensive line. Are you taking Auburn's offensive line or are you taking Alabama's offensive line?
They offset each other. I'll take both.
Go ahead.
It's probably a push for me.
Yeah,
that's probably a push because Alabama's got 3, 2 on the first and 1 on the second.
Yeah, it's a push for me too.
Okay, all right. That's I can't argue y'all takes. Wide receiver.
I'm just saying,
who you taking?
That is
Alabama's okay. Let me go first here.
Alabama's taking Auburn receiver room.
Auburn's got more depth, but Alabama's probably got just as good as starters up front. I mean, on wide receiver.
I'm going Auburn.
I give you a push.
No, I'm going Auburn.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I give you a push. You're gonna want to push in about 2 months. About 2 months.
So we saying that Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton is arguably the fastest player in the country. Malcolm Simmons, provided he stays with the team. You were saying that the 3 at Alabama at the top of that roster is better than that or a push?
I said it's a push, yeah.
Are you talking about me, Taz?
Anybody.
Taz.
I think
okay.
Auburn.
Here's what I got to say about that. Ryan Williams is better than anybody we got. That's a fact.
No, I can't.
Whoa. Wow.
No.
Wow. From the Bama guy.
I don't know
Cam
about that
Coleman is good. I like Cam Coleman.
I don't know about that one.
Okay. Cam Coleman's good. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not dissing our guy. But
Ron Williams
we
got
more
one
talent.
route
Overall,
deep.
we got more talent.
Okay. All right. Okay. Running back room.
And we got a lot more talent at wide receiver. I mean, they got the big guy, and after that, they got that Bernard. He's pretty good, but after that, we were deep.
You got Isaiah Horton now.
So I like our room probably a little better there.
Okay. All right. Running back room.
Well,
I think I'm gonna take y'all now. If
all our guys are healthy, I like our room.
Okay.
I like our running back room over there.
Do y'all know who's in our running back room in Alabama?
Yeah,
I don't know who's in yours.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Jam Miller, that's it.
Yeah, Jam Miller.
Jam Miller. Okay, and that's it. Okay.
Young.
Yeah. Richard Young, A.K. Deer. Yeah, go keep going.
A.K.
Yeah,
Deer.
all right. Yeah, Draylon Washington. Don't worry about that. He's
Jam Miller's about all you got.
Yeah, but
Richard Young got banged up last year, and he was about to tear some folks up, but we couldn't run the ball because Slick didn't run the ball. But Ryan Grubb has promised to run the ball this year. Y'all see?
I don't think y'all got much at running back.
Okay.
I believe that they're going to be intentional about running the ball. Like, I believe their running back room is going to be a lot better. That's one of the reasons why I put the offense up there.
Hey, Marcus,
you're not finna come from the NFL and not run the ball.
Yo,
the reason we're gonna be pretty good at running backs because the damn wide receivers gonna open up everything. You agree with that?
I believe.
I also feel like we're gonna be good at running the ball because when you got a veteran O-line like that, they can move stuff. They can get to the second level.
That's right. You're right on the money there. We do. We probably have one of the best lines in the league, us in Alabama, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you got an offensive line like we got, that's veteran like that, you should be able to do what you really want to on the offensive line.
Florida has a good line too. Yeah.
Florida has a really good line.
Ladway ain't gonna hold up. That's the only I think Ladway gonna break down.
Florida actually can win games a couple different ways too. They can play very physical, and they can play wide open. So like that offense is versatile.
Tell you, if Florida's defense comes around and Lagway stays healthy, they could be a terror. But their schedule's harder than anybody's in the country. Harder than anybody.
If you told me that you was taking Florida's defense, I would have been. I'd be behind you 100%. I'd be behind you 100% with Florida's defense because Florida's the way they defense came out at the end of last year was amazing, and they got a lot of those same guys coming back. So I actually got them as one of my top defenses in the conference. My bad. Go ahead, Robert.
Number 35 for us is a fire plug. I was looking at some footage of practice today, and I think that's the kid from. Where is he from? Number 35. Y'all have to look it up, but he's about 6'3", 360, and he's a nose guard. I guess they're gonna play him at nose.
Oh, you're talking about Dallas Walker the fourth. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yes. Now I don't know if he can play, but damn, he's a big kid.
Well, Dallas Walker, Dallas Walker,
he put on 35 pounds.
Dallas Walker was part of that number 1 overall class that was at Texas A&M that year, and then he transferred.
Oh, I didn't know he started. Oh, he started out Texas A&M before he went to West
Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, I'll say this: he might be a pretty damn good player for us. Then
Tell you. Yeah.
We're going to have a good front line because I think other than Riddick at linebacker, I don't know that we got a whole lot of proven guys,
Well, I agree with you there. I think Auburn's linebacker room is talented, but very unproven. That is the one part of Auburn's team that is the most unproven. But you got Xavier Atkins who has some SEC experience.
That's a good way to put it. We got a lot of talent, but they unproven.
Yeah, Xavier Atkins who had some SEC experience. Caleb Wheatland who came in through the portal. He's a veteran guy. I think this will be his 5th year playing. And then Elijah Melendez, who everybody knows who I love. I call him Captain America. They gave him the super serum.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. Now, before I get out of here, the last thing we got to fight this year, we looking good, I think, but the play calling and the third down getting off the damn field.
Agreed.
Those two things there. Tez, that's the two things we got to improve on: the third down, get off the field, and the damn play calling.
True.
Y'all have a problem with play calling? Whose fault is that?
Y'all had a problem last year. Don't even act like that.
Hey, I had a play call problem last year.
Don't even do it, Tyke.
I tell you exactly who it was. Slick Sheridan.
We shouldn't be giving out our information over the air like this, so Bama fans can hear our secrets. But But it's a fact though. We got to get that third down corrected, and
Very true.
we got to get some better play calling. You know.
Very true. Very true. Shout out to
So,
Robert for
well,
calling
fellas,
in, man. We appreciate you, Robert.
Fellas, it's been real.
Great call, great
I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, then, Robert.
Man, be safe, Robert.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Robert, man. That was a great call, man. We
Yeah.
Robert calling in. You know, he kind of calmed the show down.
I will say this too, that any offense that's going to expect, I think, to reach a championship level, you got to utilize tight ends. I know we didn't talk a lot about them, but everybody's team has to have great ones. But I'm hoping that we use if we can get 1,000 yards from the tight end position, I think we'll be stepping in the right, especially a new quarterback, a new starter at quarterback.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, or everybody that's watching on the phone line coming in right now is the one, the only Vandy Chris. What's up, Vandy? What's up, my guy?
Hey, I had to call in. That was some epic podcasting material right there. When you guys was going at it, that's what
went off the rails.
Podcast elite right there. But I had to call in and give my take.
Mm-hmm.
Tez, I appreciate you, man. Do I have Vandy as a top 5 offense? In terms of effectiveness, yes.
Yeah.
And plus, when you look at what they brought in 3 of the top 10 offensive linemen in the portal.
Okay.
They got bigger and stronger on the offensive line.
Okay.
You got one of the best weapons in college football in the tight end. But all bets are off if Diego Pavia gets hurt.
That's what I was just going to say, man. I'm like, do you think y'all offense holds up? I think y'all offense goes as far as Pavia takes you.
Is there a backup for him now?
There's so many offenses in the SEC this year that are built that way.
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt,
right?
Texas A&M, Florida. They're hinging on their
South Carolina.
Healthy.
Yeah, South Carolina. Definitely South Carolina. Yep. Definitely South Carolina.
But I actually have Mississippi State as a top 5 offense.
Hold up, Vandy Chris, hold up. Wait a minute.
We're gonna need a drug test.
I mentioned Mississippi State early in the show, but people want to talk about.
You're not going to put Vanderbilt and Mississippi State in the same list.
I'm just saying,
top 5.
Coming back.
And this is the water cooler talk.
Jeff Levy is one of the premier play callers in the country. People just don't know it yet. I mean, you saw it. You saw it when Jackson Arnold was the quarterback 2 years ago at Oklahoma. But I'm just saying. But go ahead, Vandy Chris. I said it first. But go ahead.
I agree with 6 wins.
This is a top 5 list.
I don't agree with top 5.
They score a lot of points. Their problem was on defense last year. They couldn't stop anybody.
And hold up, Vandy Chris.
This is top 5.
What was the reason? What was one of the reasons why I said Mississippi State would go to a bowl game this year? Is because of what they did on defense in the portal this offseason. They went and got a bunch of juniors. They went and got a bunch of seniors. They went and got a bunch of grad transfers who have played Power 4 football in meaningful games. They are at Mississippi State this year. That is the reason why. But nobody wanted to sit back and listen to Nick when Nick said it. I'm just saying it. Tight, you owe me some push-ups. You gonna owe me some push-ups. Tight. That's all I'm saying.
Believe it.
Nigga, I'm with you with them winning more than 6 games. But top 5 offense, I think.
Here's the fact.
It's getting weirder. Is
they
it Friday?
brought in 60. Count them. 60 new scholarship players through the portal this year. They have completely flipped that roster.
I tried to tell y'all that 2 months ago when I said Mississippi State would be the biggest surprise in the SEC this year. I tried to tell y'all, but nobody.
What happened when Deion brought all the people in that first year?
I think Georgia is being overlooked. They always have that dominant offensive line.
Right.
You get London Humphreys back at wide receiver, who's probably the fastest player in America. And you get Gunnar Stockton, and he played last year, and he didn't play bad. He played good when he got a chance to play. I think Georgia's being overlooked. I think they're a top 5 ball.
It's me. I'm overlooking Georgia.
I was just gonna say, I think the internet has Georgia top 5. We're just overlooking Georgia.
So like with Alabama and Auburn, here's my take on that. I listened to Hugh Freeze today talk about he had to ask DJ Durkin in spring ball to go vanilla on defense to make the quarterback feel good.
Make me feel good.
The quarterback is a head case.
Make me feel
He has
good.
to feel good about himself to play good, and he can't understand complicated defenses.
Make me feel good.
I'm not sure that's a recipe for success.
All right,
That sound like Peyton Thorne.
It could be.
Okay.
It could
Monsters
be.
ball.
to that point, Vandy Chris.
Holly
To that
Berry.
point,
Y'all got Holly Berry for a quarterback.
to that point, Vandy
I don't know about that.
Hugh Freeze said he has done that everywhere he's been. At the end of practice, he has said he said he feels it is important for his quarterback to end practice on a high note. He has said that he did say that.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Now, do I agree with that statement? I don't know. I would have to be at practice to see how it goes, to see exactly what it's saying. Has the quarterback had a bad practice and you're trying to get him to be confident about himself at the end of practice? Maybe it's still weird to me. That's a weird thing.
I don't know, man. I think
But
to
what
he's
point, he said that is something that he has done everywhere he's been. To his point,
Yeah, you know, Vandy Chris has produced all those championships. Hugh Freeze has.
I think
I
what
think
he's
you got to
talking
listen to that in context.
Let me jump on
Yeah, I
Alabama here too.
no, I think what he's talking about, though, bro.
Jump on that deal.
Go ahead.
If we're going based on what we've actually seen on the field from Ty Simpson, I remember games that he played where he couldn't complete a swing pass to the sideline without bouncing.
Right.
Where's the hype coming from? Because that's not what he's showing us on the field.
Well,
And
he
as
went
far as
to
Brian
a
Williams
camp
goes,
and he impressed some people. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
as far as
That's like going to the gun range.
This cat is only
FBI
15 years old, and he finished the season last year with 6 consecutive games of 53 yards or less.
Nobody agrees with you,
Where's
Vandy
hype
Chris.
coming
Ryan Williams is a superstar. That's what they tell me. I mean, that's what they tell me. I mean, and you forget about Jerry Bernard. Jerry Bernard was a very effective receiver with Milroe. Come on now.
Okay, but here's the problem with Williams. When people saw how to defend him, because all he does is run deep and go up and get the ball. When people figured out how to defend him, he got shut down.
What did Ted say earlier?
And I'm expecting growth in Ryan Williams.
But yeah, my top 2 offenses in the SEC are going to be Mississippi State, Georgia. I think Texas A&M is going to score a lot of points. I'm going to put them in the third. At number 4, just because of effectiveness and ball control, eating the clock, keeping your team off the field, I'm going to put Vanderbilt in there because they might not put up the yards and the points, but they're going to be effective.
Right.
And then I think I'm going to put Oklahoma, because if they get what they think they're getting out of Mateer, and they can control the clock too, that's going to be a problem.
So you're leaving out Texas
with that,
and
I'll
LSU.
hang up and let you guys get to your defense. But those would be my top 5. And I'll hang up and let y'all talk.
But Vandy Chris, real quick. So you're saying Texas and LSU is a no-go? They're not effective.
I'm not sold on Garrett Nussmeier. We've heard the same things out of Garrett Nussmeier for the last 3 seasons, and what's he done?
That's where we defer. He was. Here's the reason why. Garrett Nussmeier was behind Jackson Dart last year as the number 1, as the number 2 passer in the conference. I think Jackson Dart had like 4,200 yards passing. I think Garrett Nussmeier was like right under 4,100 yards passing.
And they're still going. They're still going 8-4.
Okay, 8-4. All right. Okay.
You said effective though. He's effective. I mean, the offense is effective. And I don't know. I don't know. Chet, what's the other word that you would use instead of an effective offense? You would be leading to a championship offense. I mean, what's the
efficient?
Efficient. Okay.
Can you get them off the field on 3rd down? That's pretty tough.
Yeah, that's it.
That is.
It's pretty tough to get. It's pretty tough to get them to
I was just listening.
Get outside of themselves.
I was going to hang up and listen to you all talk about defense.
Thanks for calling. Yeah, thank you for calling.
All right,
but that's okay.
Appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe over to the Golden Broom Podcast with Vandy Chris. Man, he doing his thing over there, man. The Huggy Beard said he gonna call in a minute, man. Alan Berry, shout out to Alan Berry. He's in the chat. He said, interesting question. Who do you think will put their offense in a better position this year, DeBoer or Freeze? Should that be? Okay. So do you think that should say Grubb or Freeze? Since Grubb would be the one particularly calling plays this year. I'm just gonna say Alabama, Auburn. Which offense is gonna be put in a better position? Alabama, Auburn.
Better position.
Yeah. To be effective, because there's a difference between effective, because you can, like, Auburn was effective last year, but they weren't efficient. You know, they weren't an efficient offense. They effectively moved the ball down the field. They weren't efficient in the ends. They weren't efficient in the red zone. I think stuff.
I don't expect Alabama to lose to any team that they beat, except for maybe one, and that would be Georgia.
Whoa.
Now, as far as, because Georgia's gonna bring it, and then as far as the other 3 games, I think we could definitely. He could do enough to take out Vanderbilt, even if it's by a smidge.
Okay.
And who's the other team? And Tennessee. So that still leaves Oklahoma and Georgia up in the air. I'm trying to get 10 wins.
Wow. So you just saying Auburn ain't gonna be. Now, see, this is the reason why
I said I expect to beat the teams we beat last year.
The disrespect for Auburn is just like, come on, man. Like,
I don't expect to lose to Auburn this year.
All right, it is what it is.
It's not okay. It's like Tennessee. There's a real hatred. They beat us. They could beat us this year. I just don't expect them to beat us again this year because they've changed so much. I don't think Auburn has made enough changes to beat Alabama this year. Now, Jackson Arnold got 2 years or 1?
He got 2 years.
You got 2.
So in his second year, he probably could do that thing.
Wow. All right, man. All right. I just okay, Tez, go ahead, Tez. Go ahead.
I just told him I ain't got no running backs. I mean, you talking about disrespect. Y'all saying we ain't got no running backs.
Go ahead, Tez. Tez, go ahead. But before that, Jermaine said Bama. He said Bama gonna be is a team that's gonna be set up better in position. But go ahead, Tez. Go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I think in terms of just effectiveness, I think Hugh Freeze's offense is gonna set his team up to be more effective. Just I think it's simpler. You know what I mean? He's putting a lot of pressure on Jackson Arnold, but the rest of the positions is pretty simple for him to pick up. So for that reason, I think that he'll be put his team in position to be more effective. And we don't know what changes is going to come with Ryan Grubb in Alabama. We are judging that team. We're judging him based on the team that he called the offense where they had a first-round NFL quarterback that people argue was the best quarterback in college football those 2 years.
You're talking about Michael Penix, right?
Right. There's no Michael Penix in that quarterback role. Right.
But are there other top-round NFL talent on that team better than what Washington had in the other 10 positions?
Probably, yeah.
I know they're gonna say well, 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. Are you saying that is this team more talented than Washington? Of course.
All right. Now remember, a lot of teams to slick Sheridan last year, which is amazing.
It's a huge difference between having, getting the quarterback position right and not getting it right. I thought we were a very talented team last year around our quarterback. But it seems to be that the quarterback was the issue, and you get 5 games. So don't discount just because they're talented around them. That it means that that's just going to equate to win.
You said yourself is you don't know the tie system starting, according to what you said.
Well, that was who said it at media day. It was one of y'all players that actually said it. He said, it's a tie."
Yeah. I think I
one
heard
of your players said that. It wasn't me.
What I'm saying.
I don't know who the quarterback is. I think it's a tie. Then they don't take a
I think
quarterback to media days, despite him being there 3 years. Austin Mack may be the guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, I know he about to turn it out. The one and only, the Huggy Beard. What's up, Huggy? How you feeling, man?
What's happening, big dog?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up, Hug?
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
happening?
Is tight. Checking
going
sneakers, bro.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask the other night. I thought of a question at the end of the show, and it kind of fits with tonight, I reckon. But I think Marcus had said something, and it made me realize DJ Durkin. It seems that most Auburn fans are pretty high, positive on him, and it made me think of something. Do you think DJ Durkin is going to? I'm talking about just show out this year because he knows Hugh Freeze is probably out the door, and this is his season to show Auburn, give me the shot, I can run the whole team.
That's a good question.
So that you saying that the guy that's coaching the team is close to being out of the door, but they're gonna beat Alabama and everybody else?
Well, let me. I want to answer the question that y'all had up before I came back.
Which is
what the question was? Who will put their offensive team in a better position, Freeze or DeBoer? I'm gonna go DeBoer because Freeze lost us games because of his offensive coaching last year. 3 that I can go back and pinpoint. So it's just like I ain't gonna contradict until he show me otherwise. I go DeBoer.
He's showing out, Marcus.
But with this Durkin situation, to your point, Huggy, if Hugh Freeze is asking him to vanilla his defense for Jackson Arnold, that means his schemes this year might be crazy, be all outdoor,
yeah, show you right.
And then he coming back with a veteran secondary, so it's just like, and then you got Kevin Falk on the end. Like the stats can be like it could be very crazy in the Durkin defense with this talent. The schemes can go real crazy. And you got linebackers who fast enough to cover slot receivers. So it's just like
who slot receivers crazy. You talking about?
All right, okay. So to Huggy's question, what's your answer to that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Durkin, this is Durkin year to go all out. He got people coming back second year in the system. Like he gonna have schemes, he gonna have blitzes, he gonna have a lot of stuff to show this year for us to be like, yeah, that defense might be crazy. And then if the offense doesn't look up to par, we all know that he's the highest paid coordinator right now in college football.
Is he?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
So the writing's on the wall, fellas.
I'll answer it like this.
Part.
Okay.
And let me be the last one to defend Hugh Freeze, but he could just be meaning like kind of Marcus what you was talking about, like Coach Durkin. You're running grit splits over here, bro. Can we just run a defense that is going to be more like what we're going to see? So we're not, slaughtering our quarterbacks. The whole dumbed down part. A lot of people are acting like he told, like he asked him, "Hey, run a middle school defense so our quarterback doesn't look like a clown." He could have meant that, or he could have meant, like you were saying, Marcus, like Coach, you're running stunts and this, that, and the third. Just run a normal thing because save that for the game. So I think, people might be kind of running, because I will say this, as much as I don't like Hugh Freeze, it seems like the rest of college, or maybe the SEC, they're quick to kind of be like, oh, see, he asking him to dumb it down. It's almost like they're expecting the old Hugh Freeze to show up like from Ole Miss. So I guess that's a credit to Hugh Freeze for whatever that's worth. But I'm thinking that Durkin's going to turn the dogs loose because, as you said, Marcus, he got guys coming back, and I do believe Hugh Freeze has lost his locker room, but I think that at least, especially the defense, I definitely think that they're hanging on every word Coach Durkin says, because they believe in him. And that's how you really lose your team. Even if once they stop believing in you, it's a wrap. Even if you're winning games, you're eventually going to get to a game that matters, and you're going to start talking to coach talk, and the players are going to roll their eyes. So I'm hoping that Durkin, because I don't really got a top 5 offense or defense. I'll say this: it will not shock me if Auburn has the number one or 2 defense at the end of the year. I won't be shocked.
Okay, Tez, go ahead, because I know you're about to answer the question. Go ahead.
It's a couple things. I want to go ahead and talk about the. It's echoing. My bad. I want to talk about when the whole Hugh Freeze saying that they dumbed down defense or whatever. Like, I think that every school does that. I think what he's talking about is spring ball. We just got the players. And we are installing. We're trying to execute. And you over here trying to dial up some Rex Ryan blitzes. And we trying to execute and get it done effectively. And it's a time and to do that. Like he said, there's dirty ball, what he called it, period, where all gloves off. But like, if we trying to work on a concept, we don't need a defensive coordinator. Like, watch, I'm gonna fool him this time. Of course you're gonna fool him.
He disguised the coaches like hell, Ted.
Yeah, like,
he rolling safeties like a mug.
so yeah, that's what I think he's talking. I think he's talking, and I think every school, if you're trying to install something, I think every school kind of expects the defense to be rather vanilla while we're trying to work on the execution of it. Once we get it down and we start going live, then by all means, turn the dogs loose.
Especially the first day of fall camp, though. Like, for real, though. Ted, I agree with that.
And I think that DJ Durkin's success, to your question, Huggy, is, man, it's going to hinge a lot on what the offense does. That defense overperformed last year despite the offense getting off the field, not getting off the field on, a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of turnovers, not being able to sustain drives, always on the field. They still perform admirably. That's what we saw is like late in games, fourth quarter, the games that defense would tire out. You see the big run, the big bust, or big play. So what DJ Durkin does, this defense can be elite, but it's only going to be elite if the offense is able to sustain drives and they don't spend a whole bunch of time on the field. This is mathematically, the longer defense is on the field, the more opportunities they have to give up more yards. So oddly enough, it still all goes back to Hugh Freeze and that play call and script and putting drives together and performing in the red zone in critical moments, even on the defensive end.
Okay. All right.
And you also can't forget how, and it's kind of, I guess, what you were saying, Tez, how the offense performs definitely is going to affect any defense, not just Auburn. I think, like we go back to them like the real bad Auburn years, like 2012, the defense we'd be right there. But I remember watching games, bro, defense would make a hell of a stop and they couldn't even get their helmets off and high five each other before it was like, defense back on the field.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like eventually, because I'm all defense. Offense is great, but defense wins championships. So I've always been a defensive guy. But once the defense is convinced that, hey man, we're gonna have to basically hold cats to 7 points or below, or we're not gonna win a game, nobody can keep that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're right on that one. And I think, people have already been making the point about the kicker. That's, Auburn ain't never had problems in special teams, and not having a guy that is going to hit that field goal, it does change the way you coach. It does, in certain situations. So a lot of it is going to hinge on offense, but I think Auburn's defense is going to be a monster, and they probably are tired of going out there and being good enough to get it done and then walking out, because no matter how good they play, if Auburn loses, you win as a team, you lose as a team. That's just, the nature of the beast. So I'm pretty, between the live watch with Nick and just, what's going to happen this year, that's why I mentioned I'm going to flip the script. Huggy fixing to go full blown orange and blue like I used to be. Top 5 offenses, Auburn, shockingly, Auburn and Auburn. You heard me. Top 5 defenses,
Dylan,
the Tigers, Auburn and Auburn.
Dylan. Hot fire.
You know why? Because they spit hot fire. You heard me?
Hot fire. I like it.
Dylan.
That's funny, man.
I just can't wait to see
man,
this
we
live
tight.
call-in show, man.
All right, always, gentlemen. Y'all be blessed. Stay Superfly. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Be safe, bro.
The legend of Sweet Sugar Bow Williams, the Rooster Mac himself, Huggy Beard, always calls in, man. Alan Berry, man, you don't know how much, man. We appreciate that. Thank you, Alan Berry, for the $5 super chat, man. Shout out to Alan Berry for that.
Thank you.
He said for best defense, he's gonna go with Alabama. They had the second best pass defense in the SEC in yards per game and the most INTs with 17.8, with 17 and 8 of 11 comeback. So, all right. Even though you saying that's for Alabama, we still appreciate the $5 super chat.
Tell the truth.
Man, I appreciate it.
Tell the truth.
You know what? This part of the show, this is what I'm gonna do. Shout out to Jermaine and shout out to Alan Berry because they are Alabama fans and they come over here and they mess with us around the water cooler.
Real damn time.
We lean heavy towards Auburn. We are strictly Auburn fans, and shout out to them for always.
And they hold their own.
And they hold their own. And shout out to them for always coming through and rocking with us, man, and donating to the show. So we appreciate that, man. Shout out to that, man. We appreciate that for always coming around and rocking with us, man. All right, man. We got to get to the defenses. We ain't got to the defense. So I'm gonna throw out some names on the defense because we still got to talk about Coach Freeze, his comments. So let's try to get through the defenses quick because I think we all may agree on these defenses here. So I'm gonna just name some names. Texas.
Yep.
Texas A&M, Florida, LSU, Alabama, Auburn, Oklahoma. Anybody that I missed, anybody that y'all want to add?
Missouri.
Okay. That's an interesting one with Damon Wilson and Zion Young over at Missouri. Okay, that's not bad.
Damon Wilson.
Guys off the edge.
Big dummy.
I got to put the Georgia Bulldogs in there.
Okay, you going Georgia because
I can't count on Kirby.
I give you Georgia because of what they got on in their linebacker core. I think Georgia probably has the best linebacker core.
I thought you named Georgia. My bad.
I didn't. I didn't say Georgia. Anybody else?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All
right, we rocking with that. That's dope right there. That's dope. I like that. All right, man. This right here, this could take a little while. So Coach Freeze today, in his opening press conference before the start of fall camp, which was today, he said a lot of things. Said some very questionable things as well. But we're not gonna talk about length and girth. We're not gonna talk about that tonight. That was just a little weird. But it was wild. It was wild.
I missed that.
But he did touch on the Malcolm Simmons situation. I said Malcolm Simmons, per what he's been told by the administration, that Malcolm Simmons is cleared to be part of team activities, and he also stated that he's happy with the team. He's happy with the way that the team is constructed. He's happy with the way that this team potentially could this team could end up being in the conversation at the end of the year. He also talked about how this team will be. He basically talked about the depth of the team and how this team could potentially make some noise this year as well. Talked about the offensive line and talked about how the offensive line was a a strong point in how each one of the projected starters got a draftable grade from some NFL guys. He also touched a lot on the secondary room as well. Brought up a lot of the guys in the secondary room and how they potentially could come in and contribute. So just you guys right there, man. Just wanted to, those were some of the points that he talked about. Tez, pretty sure you watched it. Marcus, I'm pretty sure you watched it. I don't know if Tight watched it or not.
I did.
Okay,
He watched it.
you watch it. Tight watched it. Okay, cool. All right. From what you heard from Coach Freeze, what are your thoughts? Are you ecstatic? Does it change anything of how you feel going into the season? Or did you not hear much of, or was it much ado about nothing because there wasn't much that he said different than what we've been hearing all summer? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like a lot to do about nothing. I don't know. He's so transparent that like a lot of the stuff that we kind of already knew. I like the way he handled the Malcolm Simmons situation. It was questionable. I wouldn't have cared either way had they suspended him or not. I think either way. I'm not talking about kicking him off the team. I'm talking about just suspended until we kind of get this thing figured out. I just kind of think that a lot of times when you do that, if it doesn't turn out as favorable, or if it's not a situation where he's kicked off the team but he still needs punishment, it's already you've already gotten it out of the way. You know what I mean? What else did he say? One thing is interesting was when he started talking about the quarterback room and he started talking about Ashton Daniels, and apparently we don't have a package this year. He said, "I don't want Deuce Knight running zone read, but if we want to throw it down the field, that we'll put Deuce Knight in the game." I don't want to see 3 quarterbacks before game 6 unless it's all in mop-up duty. I don't want to see 3 quarterbacks a part of the game plan. I actually don't mind Ashton Daniels coming in and being a running quarterback, or seeing Ashton Daniels early in the year as a backup. Kind of how Florida played it with DJ Lagway, where once it got to a certain point, it's like, okay, we might as well just turn the keys over to this guy. But yeah, a lot of what he said, man, like you said, he's in love with the roster. He's in love with the defense, particularly the length and girth. But I mean, I don't know. It's just I'd be interested to hear.
Words. He said a better choice of words, bro. Like,
yeah. He didn't even catch it. He just kept going with the same thing. It's like, we get it, coach. Like,
come on, bro.
Like, this is not helping your image at all.
Oh man.
But yeah, like he did talk about in the secondary a lot. I love the fact that he calls Antoine Fagan's new boy.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what he says they look like as this fall camp progresses. Kind of like not as, it's not a lot of information that he can tell us over the summer.
True.
So I'll be interested in next week's press conference to see how week 1 went.
Yeah.
And particularly just like how this whole offense and defense thing is going. Jackson Arnold's confidence is going to be a hot button topic. Every single press conference he does up until the season starts, he's going to be asked about that. What's his confidence looking like? So I'll be interested to hear that. But yeah, just he seems like everybody's buying in. He's if I hold him to his word, in which he's been pretty transparent. I'm on record saying like, hey, everything he said is going that happened at Auburn. Now he didn't say we was going to win 5 games. He did not tell us that. But he did tell us, we got to get better in situation football. He from the very first game, he said, hey, we got to coach it better, and we got to make those plays. He told us what our deficiencies was on the offensive line. He told us we needed new receivers. He went and got them. He told us the quarterbacks were the problem. He went and got those. He told us to temper our expectations when everybody said we was going to win 9 games last year. He was like, hold on. We need some recruiting classes under our belt. Same thing in the first year. He's been pretty honest. The fact that he's so confident in this roster and he seemingly loves what he sees from a roster standpoint gives me hope. Because what I've seen from him is if he doesn't like a part of the offense, he just doesn't use it. In his first year, he didn't like the wide receiver room, so he just didn't pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw him limit, quarterback production last year and make the game really simple for Peyton Thorne. So and he's got a quarterback, like I said, he's got a quarterback that he's not familiar with, but is familiar with what he wants to do. And I think that's a big thing going into fall camp. And he seems pretty confident in the roster. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to the point about the backup quarterback situation, he said he was asked a question about who would potentially be who could be the backup situation. And shout out to Latoya Billingsley. Shout out to you for rocking around the water cooler with us, man. What's going on?
Lady.
Doing all right. He was specifically asked who would be the backup quarterback, and his answer to that was it would be more situational. So he wouldn't nail down the point of actually naming a backup quarterback. He like he said, it would depend on the situation of which one would go out there. So and things stuff like that. Is what he said. A couple of notes that came out of practice today, man, and we don't want to read too much into this. But there was some notes that came out of practice today of first, second, and third team offense. They came out. Of course, Jackson Arnold was a starting quarterback. Damari Austin was a starting running back. Brandon Frazier was at tight end. The first team wide receivers that came out, Eric Singleton, Cam Coleman, and Perry Thomas were the first set of wide receivers that came out. Of course, Connor Lew, Dylan Wade, Chaplin, Jeremiah Wright, and Mason Murphy were the first offensive line. Second team that came out, like I said, he didn't want to read anything into it. Deuce Knight, quarterback, Darrell Robinson, running back, Preston Howard, tight end, Ryan G was the other tight end, which is interesting. So they went 2 tight end sets there, and then 2 wide receivers in Sam Turner and Cameron King. And the second team offensive line, Dylan Sender at center, DeAndre Carter and Self Wilford were both guards. Tyler Johnson and Xavier Miller were the 2 tackles. And the third was Ashton Daniels, quarterback, running back Omar Mapson. And then in the third team, they went 4 wide receivers. Malcolm Simmons, Horatio Fields, Bryce Kane, and Eric Smith were the receiving core that went out. And then the third team offensive line that went out, Kel Ellis was at center, Project Scholl and Jacoby Ward were at guard, Favor Edwin and Ty Buster was at the tackle position. I don't know if you want to read anything into that per se, because Jeremiah Cobb is low-key kind of sidelined with a broken finger or a sprain.
Something like that.
Yeah, so he's in a yellow no-contact jersey. But if you want to put anything into it of just kind of seeing how that shape out, I think, surprisingly, Malcolm Simmons not being with the first team is something interesting there. But, the situation that's going on with that, I don't know what's to come with that. I don't know if they think it's coming down the pipe. I don't think so. From what we were told today by school administration, he's cleared to play. He's cleared to be to participate in team activities. So, hey, we're going to rock along with that until we don't know. So, but does he move up to that second team or third team? Which what was interesting though was the fact that they did send out 2 tight ends in the second team and only 2 wide receivers in that second team group as well there. So I don't know. It is what it is. Yes, Robert, I read that as well too. Somewhere on a message board. That's essentially what is happening. So we'll see what happens. Marcus, tight. What y'all got on it? Ty, if you want to plug in your Alabama squad, plug in your Alabama squad.
No, I don't have anything on it. Go ahead, Marcus. I do have a question after this over with.
Okay.
Nah, I gotta agree with you and Robert on this one. You preparing for the season, so you know the first reps got to go to the next man up, just in case he get in trouble. He as long as he getting reps, he gonna know the routes. He gonna know the plays. So if he stay on the team after all this blow over, or if it don't blow over, we still gonna know what our lineup gonna look like. So
True. Ty, what's your question?
Well, the comment is I did listen to both press conferences, and it's so early. I mean, I don't even know why they had these things. I guess it's to give everybody a little red meat, but it's only so much you can say. You can't, you know, they talked about Lawson coming off an injury. People say he looks like he's like 75% right now. I think he's probably got that thing wrapped up until it loosens up at our middle linebacker. And, you know, it's just, it's only so much you can give to the public, and you want to keep people informed. I almost think it's too early for play. I'd rather them just go through the fall and then start doing press conferences. But I didn't have a problem with what either coach said today, but I do have a question.
Go ahead.
You get stuck into the doldrums. We all agree it takes about $30 to $40 million to win this thing, somewhere around there. I don't know what it was. What did Ohio State? So
you can say that, yeah. Okay.
So if you want to throw your team, I don't know, back to championship level or back to a certain level, as you fall a little further behind, you have to spend more than the champion, right? To get to the next level. Is that accurate?
I guess.
Like to play catch up, you have to spend more money.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if Alabama goes out and is 6-6, 5-7, you fire the coach, you're already spending $30 million, you should have been spending $40 million, or whatever happens. You get to a point where Alabama has to spend more than that last champion, the next two champions, just to get back to that level of respectability, or because the talent, I guess it's evident that the talent is going to be purchased some kind. I don't know who's paying what, but it's going to be purchased some kind of way. So to get that level of talent, you fall behind. You got to spend more. Like a Texas Tech has spent more than they've ever probably spent, and they probably going to do that for the next 3 years, and they could be better than one of the other two Texas teams. Does anybody agree with that sentiment to a certain extent?
I understand what you're saying.
Because I mean, it's like Formula One. They do that in Formula One. There's some teams at the bottom half of Formula One. They happy to finish like in the top 5 or 6 every race. They ain't even trying to win the cup.
But all right, here's a question I have. I'm gonna ask a question to that. So here's a question that I have pertaining to that. Is that just perspective? I mean, because what was okay? So Ohio State won it last year, and it was rumored that Ohio State spent what $20 million on a roster or something like that.
Right.
If not more.
What did Michigan spend on a roster the year before that? Do we know? Was it like 15 million, maybe if that?
I do think somebody said it went up because Penn State's supposed to be up this year.
Okay, and so that's why. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense why Penn State is getting a lot of of coverage, which to me makes a lot of sense why a lot of these teams are ranked where they're ranked in these preseason rankings, because I would love to see in these preseason rankings what the projected spend is on these teams of what they spent on their roster, or let's just say key players on their roster, because I don't think everybody on the roster is getting that type of money. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the key players that they have decided to bring in to kind of round those rosters out. I'm interested in seeing what was spent on those guys, and making and seeing what happens there. That's interesting. Do I think they have to to your question? Do I think they have to spend more? So basically, I think the sentiment this year. So basically, on that sentiment, Texas should win the national championship this year. Then, because Texas is
Spend the most money. You are correct.
Spend the most money.
That's correct, Nick.
the most money on the roster. So Texas should win the national championship this year. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Texas is like north of $25 million on a roster. So are we saying next year's champion, if we're foreshadowing, are we saying next year's champion has to spend $27 million in order to be in the conversation to national champion?
That's kind of what I'm getting at, because for Coach Prime to make the leaps and bounds that he has made in the last 2 years, they spent a lot of money. I mean, they spent a lot of, like, a decade's worth of money in 1 year to get his first year, and they spent more last year. So, and I'm not saying that, let's say somebody that's in the top 10 or the top eight, let's say those teams have outspent everybody else. You got to come in at that range if that's not where you were. But if you are a 4-win team and you're, I don't know, you've been there before, like what's the name of TCU? So TCU wants to get back to where they were. They have to look over there and say, man, well, we spending $13 million. We got to find another $20 million for next year, gentlemen, because we want to get back into the playoffs. Because 13 ain't gonna do it.
I don't know, Ty. I don't know. I think that's just like anything else in business. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think it's just like anything else in business when a company sees it's almost kind of like copycat. I think it's just a company see, well, what did this company do in order for them to, hit their projections? So they spent this much. Okay, so let's see if we can either match that number or exceed it. I don't know. I don't know, Ty. I don't know because if that's the case, then the Dallas Cowboys should win the Super Bowl every year.
Well, I know that's a little different because they do have the salary cap to work in, so they got to make better decisions. But in college, I'm thinking about the UCLA teams that are laying dormant, like a UCLA, who used to be, important, but not so important now. Georgia Tech. If Georgia Tech said, "Man, we gotta make it do what it do. We got to get in that final 8 games." Like, what is it going to take for Georgia Tech to get to that next level? Like, I think it's going to take a lot more money than they're spending, and then it's like, if they're not trying, then what are they playing for? It gets difficult.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
This is why I say I think they need a cap. They need a collective bargaining agreement, but it's going to get crazy.
I don't know if I can agree all the way though. I'm just saying I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. I don't know.
I think if you can manage the stat classes, if you can look at what Auburn's done, this year I think it's projected that we spent in the upper of the SEC in terms of getting our roster, but those previous classes we didn't really spend that much. I think if you can get a culture of getting players in there, you can stack classes, then you should be able to have a shot to win this thing without spending a gargantuan amount of money. A school like Texas Tech, they haven't been stacking classes, so like they need to spend a ton of money to get from there to even.
Here's the question with Auburn though: did Auburn spend a lot of money on a lot of players, or did they spend a lot of money at certain positions? Like, okay, so when we look at Auburn,
I think they just spend a lot of money on roster retention, just in general.
I agree.
And that's the Ohio State model. When we talk about Ohio State spending $30 million to buy a championship, a lot of that money was spent on keeping of those players in house, because you don't keep losing to Michigan and keep players on your roster.
Clemson as well up until recently. Same thing.
I mean, because we look at what Auburn brought in the portal. When you look at the key positions, you look at a Jackson Arnold, you look at a Chaplin, which were the 2 quarterback and tackle, and then when you look at, you brought in another weapon at wide receiver in Singleton. But then when I go past that, I don't think of anybody else that you would have brought in the portal that would have been that type of guy that would have garnered that type of money.
Yeah,
but they were those are 3 of the best in the portal, right? Best offensive lineman, the best receiver, and one of the best quarterbacks. So they were probably pretty expensive. And when you win 5 games, it probably cost a little bit more to keep Cam Coleman in the door. It probably costs it. You bring in Eric Singleton. It probably costs a little bit more to keep Malcolm Simmons, to get him to see the vision when you win 5 games. You win 5 games, it probably costs a little bit more to keep Georgia from taking DeMarcus Riddick and offer him some money because he got speed and he's a good linebacker prospect. It probably costs a little money to keep that roster intact when you're not winning. I think that's where our majority of our money probably went to. These kids not. I mean, as much as I want to believe it, I don't think these kids are just sticking around because they just love
the
Auburn.
game.
And I'm not just saying that because of Auburn. I believe that for all.
Yeah,
schools,
Alabama
right?
wins 7 games this year. You will see.
So yeah, I think that they knew that they had like Hugh Freeze said, they knew that, hey, I like my wide receiver room. We got talent on this team. I like to retain the guys that I got. So they spent the money to do that. And we all believe in them classes, right? We believe in their wide receiver room. We talking about the offense now, and it's a product of what he's saying. That reason that we got so much experience on that offensive line is because they spent money to keep them guys. Jeremiah Wright was an NFL guy that could have went to the NFL. You know how much money that Chaplin you got to pay him when he was arguably a first round talent last year.
Yeah, but he
would come to the
wasn't draft eligible last year though.
True. So this is what I'm saying is like roster retention is probably the most expensive thing that you're about to see. Most people spend their cap money on and everything.
I agree with you though. That's not
because you just got to give these kids time to develop, man. These classes, they all fine. You know, it's cool. This right now, everybody excited about, well, except for us, but everybody else excited about their recruiting classes. But man, you got to give them kids time to develop. You know what I mean? You don't want them to develop elsewhere, right? You draft them, you want to develop them in house and then play them. All right. So
you're saying Hugh Freeze gives a contract extension no matter what happens, 3-year extension.
I did not say that.
He did not say that.
I'm sorry.
He did not say that. Why are you putting words in that man's mouth?
I was reading into what he was saying. I was really believing in.
No. He did not say that.
No matter what happened.
To your point, though, roster management in general is about to be a big thing in college sports. You get it right or you get it wrong, it's going to determine your future.
And it's going to cost.
And you can't. It is not. Yeah, it's not a problem that you could just throw money at and fix, right? Because it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I like I said last time we talked. I just don't think you can fire a coach within 5 years and build a championship within 5 years. You know, after you fire him, you know what I mean. It may seem crazy, but you go so far backwards. I know he did.
I think I
got retired.
I think I have to disagree with you on that type. I think you can. In this area of college football, I think you can. I mean, if we sitting here talking about teams retaining rosters and then buying rosters, I think if you fire a coach, right? I think if you fire a coach and you bring in, but it depends on the coach that you bring in, though. Like after the guys fired, if you bring in a splash hire and it piques the interest of the guys on the roster that potentially be like, I may want to stay here, then of course you still gonna have to coddle and try to negotiate with them and probably up the money a little bit. But bringing in that type of guy also attracts attention from other guys that are in the portal as well.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're talking about that guy, I don't see a coordinator. I see like, okay, Mac Brown is out there, Urban Meyer, Nick Saban's out there, but if they're not bringing that kind of if they don't have a national championship in their back pocket, if you go get like a top 10 coach, you get the guy from Oregon to take over. Let's see, what's the school? Kentucky, right? You fire the guy that's there, and you bring the guy. Oregon comes over to Kentucky. I mean, yeah, but how often is that going to happen? So yeah, if you got that, I can see that helping you. You still have to pay.
Yeah,
still gonna have to pay. But if you don't, it's gonna take a long time to climb out of a real hole.
Sweet Stuffer in the chat. What up, Sweet Stuffer? Sweet Stuffer. Appreciate it. Shout out to Sweet Stuffer, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. And I'm pretty sure this is what you were saying right here. He said a little late to the party. just wanted to see clear improvement. Hold up, wait a minute, it went away.
Yeah.
I just want to see clear improvement from last year. Pick 6 versus Arkansas, the Cal game, Missouri. That's 3 games we gift wrapped. That would have given us 8 wins. QB play is crucial. Shout out to Sweet Stuff for
I
right.
think he's getting facts too.
Yeah, man. Shout out. So Sweet. Every time Sweet Stuff will call in, man, his calls be legendary, bro. They be on point. Same with Robert, man. That's why we want y'all to call in more and interact with us more, man. Because y'all be coming with the logical thinking. I'd be like, I logically think too, but I be looking at stuff and projecting. I guess that's why people don't see it, because I be projecting what potentially could happen. But it is.
Hey, I do want to say something though, Nick. I wanted to say something earlier, but you was on. You had went full Bobby Boucher on this.
Yeah, I went full water. I'm just stop.
No, he went Tropic Thunder. He went full R word for a second now.
I was hoping y'all see.
Nick, you can't go full R word.
Come on.
Hey,
Shout out to
Latoya.
I forgot
that was funny.
Whatever you do, don't go full.
Oh man, but the point I wanted to make, man, was about Jackson Arnold. The reason why that people don't look at Oklahoma, his first season at Oklahoma or any season at Oklahoma, as and see confidence from it is because in his first full season at Michigan State, Peyton Thorne was a 3,000-yard passer.
Okay.
Threw for a whole bunch of touchdowns, not a lot of interceptions. He had a phenomenal team around him when he did that. That team left, not so much. Come to Auburn, not so much.
Okay.
That is why, because we've seen it before. We've seen a quarterback light it up in an inferior conference with elite talent on this team.
It was a Big Ten.
Right.
Come on.
Ooh,
it's true, but look, if you playing in the Big Ten, you playing with Big Ten talent and against Big Ten talent. So,
okay. All right, okay.
It's got to be some kind of apples to apples there, but that's the reason, right? Is because we've seen it. We've seen him go get a quarterback that was. We said the exact same thing. Oh, this guy at Michigan State, he threw for 3,000 yards. We just put more talent around him.
Say that. We never said that. We never said
that was the sentiment.
That was on Auburn Addicts and Water Cooler Talk never said that about Peyton Thorne. When Peyton Thorne when that happened, DC was the first one to put me on that, because he was like, looking at this guy, I don't know. But we were saying if he can get if he can do that, if he could do that in this offense, because when I first saw Peyton Thorne, I said, I don't think this offense is suited to what his skill set is. That's the first thing I said. And you saw that with Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma. When he was with Jeff Lebby, Jackson Arnold looked like he was about to take over college football. Even though it was a small sample size from the latter part of the year at Oklahoma to the bowl game. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that bowl game was against Ole Miss, if I'm not mistaken. People were saying this dude is about to be the next guy. Jeff Lebby left, took the head coaching job at Mississippi State. They brought in the guy that you don't even remember who it is, the OC at Oklahoma. Dude got fired mid-season.
Fair.
In a whole different offense. The whole offense was hurt. All wide receivers were hurt. Offensive line interchanged every week. But you bring him into an offense that is similar. I'm not saying it's the exact replica of Jeff Lebby, but it is similar to what he has ran before. And what I saw him do with Jeff Lebby and that style offense, with what we've seen Hugh Freeze try to do with Peyton Thorne, I'm sitting here saying, if we're regressing to the mean, if we're regressing to what a player is their baseline, if what I saw, what Jackson Arnold did the last couple of games of the season, and to Robert's point when he was on the show, when he was on the call, he said it was a small sample size. I agree, it was. Mm-hmm. What I saw in that small sample size tells me him in the right system with the right guy that believes in him with the right play call, and that's and sidetrack. I feel like a lot of what people are feeling and upset about is not Jackson Arnold, but more of what Hugh Freeze is going to do with the guy. Like it's
absolutely.
I feel like that's the sentiment we got.
It's 100%.
Because if you look at what if you look at that sample size, you put him in his offense, you saying Jackson Arnold should thrive. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But to the point is, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to match to what I saw to what this offense is and how it can project him into the point to make him look good. Shout out to Kyle. Yeah.
Kyle. You're 100%. You're 100% right. I agree with that. I was just pointing out why, like the fan base. To your point, they don't particularly have faith in Freeze specifically. More so than is Jackson Arnold. They don't believe in Freeze, and that's why I brought up the Peyton Thorne situation, is because one of the reasons they don't believe in him is because they saw him take a 3,000-yard passer, well, a former 3,000-yard passer, and turn him into 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 12 picks. And I'm gonna forever say that, because listen what I'm telling you: 2,700 yards. 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions from Jackson Arnold this year, with some situational play calling a little bit better, could get us 9 games.
Agree. I agree.
I want to be very clear about that. Like we talk about Peyton Thorne and those numbers. Those numbers were well enough. 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. If you had told me that Peyton Thorne was going to throw for that before that season, I would have told you that we would have won 9 games easily.
And what people fail to realize is Peyton Thorne would have been a 3,000-yard passer if he wouldn't have sat out.
If he hadn't sat out that game.
If he wouldn't have sat out a game and a half, it would have been a 3,000-yard passer. So what he did so my point of him not being a fit in this offense actually can kind of be misconstrued, because if he was a 3,000-yard passer at Michigan State in what was a different offense, but he did it in this Hugh Freeze offense, I'm wrong. So that means and that's fine for me to say that. But we sit here but when you look at what the type of guy that Hugh Freeze says he wants in the offense to be the quarterback, when you see him,
Jackson Arnold fits that. Yeah.
He's a guy. And then when you look at if you go back and look at Jeff Levy's offense and you look at what Hugh Freeze wants to do with this offense, I'm not saying it is is not a 1-to-1 replica of what it is. Yeah. But when you study what Jeff Lebby, if you want to know what Jeff Lebby is, go look at Art Browser's Baylor offense under Robert Griffin III. Go look at that offense. Look at that.
That's right.
And actually to what you saw Auburn try to do last year with Peyton Thorne and Keandre Lambert-Smith, and tell me that you don't see similarities there. Yeah. So if you put Jackson Arnold in that type of offense, and the confidence and all this stuff that has been said, you know, we taking these personality tests, so I know how to talk to him and all this type of stuff. He's trying to say all the right stuff, and we have sat here and said that maybe even Hugh Freeze has been too truthful to a fault. I can't sit here and say that. I'm not about to sit here and just be like, this is not about to be a season where I have expectations. I have expectations for the season when I see that. That's all it is. That's it.
I got confidence in it too. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Come on, man. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I just want to point out, like, hey, there's a world where this kid can come out there and throw for 3,000 yards, and the entire fan base still call him trash.
Agree.
That happened this year, pretty much.
I agree with you.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like the expectations on this kid. The expectations are for him to be the all-time leading passer in Auburn history. That's the expectations for him right now.
Yep,
that's a lot.
I believe Damian Craig is that guy right now, and I believe Damian Craig is at like 34, 33, 3,400 yards in a season, something like that. So if he passed that number,
right,
Arnold be the all-time passer in history. Alan Barrett with the $10 super chat. What's up, Alan? He said,
appreciate it.
Sir, Gus gets by fans. He turned a DB into a suitable. Let's not get into this conversation. And had a 13-win season. His second, if Freeze can't make it work with this O-line, wide receiver core, and QB, I don't know.
Alan, why he didn't keep recruiting DBs? Quarterback, you worked that one time so well. that would have been easy. You probably could have got elite talent at DB. Nobody's recruiting DBs and putting them at quarterback. You could have got any defensive back you wanted.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You can play quarterback in our system, young man. I know you.
I don't know.
I know you're a defensive back, but we see you as a signal caller. You can have any defensive back you want.
Did Nick Frazier, he played quarterback in high school or something?
I did not play quarterback in high school.
Yeah.
Nick Frazier. What's his name?
That's what I played.
Who's the quarterback?
Nick hates quarterbacks.
No, it's called the quarterback for Auburn. Wasn't Nick
Marshall.
Nick Marshall, yeah. Nick Frazier, Nick Marshall. It's they got the same bill, so you know.
I did not play quarterback in high school,
but Nick Marshall, did he play quarterback in high school?
He played quarterback and defensive back. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. The list of these kids that played quarterback in high school is actually pretty long.
Very long, yeah. One of our safeties, Bray Hubbard, played quarterback in high school.
What about Nick Keon Sapp play that as well in high school or something like that?
I wouldn't be surprised. There's so many people. I didn't even know till today. I saw Marcus Allen's brother in a short. He said his brother didn't play running back till he went to USC.
Wait a minute.
He played safety.
Wait, what?
He played
Marcus Allen did not. That's why he was so dang big. His brother said he didn't play running back till he went to USC. He left his house. He was something else.
He said he played safety.
Wow. And became a Heisman Trophy winner and a NFL Hall of Famer. How many rings he got? 2 or 3 Super Bowl rings?
All I know is Bo Jackson made them trade him away. That's it. I know that for a fact. Bo Jackson made the Raiders trade him away because he was better. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we've been for a long time, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here, man. We'll be back Friday, and you already know Friday is call-in show Friday.
Madhouse Friday.
This is where everybody call. If you come onto the show, guess what? You call in. You have a topic. You call in and you make it happen. Shout out to Sharp in the chat. What up, Sharp?
What up, Sharp? Roll Tide to you, sir.
Subscribe over to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. Before that happen, man, I need y'all to go over here and subscribe to these channels on YouTube because these guys are great Americans. In the words of Type. They're all great Americans. Make sure you subscribe over to @SE Season. That's how I got Tez in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Type Sports Alabama Football Megacast. DC over at Auburnetics TV. The Up Tempo Podcast. Dustin, my guy, man. That's what I'm saying. As you know, man, me and Dustin starting a new show Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Central.
Whoa!
Live show. We're doing that over on the Up Tempo Podcast. So make sure y'all tune into that over on Up Tempo. Sharpshooter Sports Talk as well. Make sure you go over there and subscribe over there. And I got B Sharp, the Huggy Beard himself. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. And of course, the Golden Broom Podcast with Vandy Chris. You see he calls in as well, man. So we appreciate that, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. And make sure y'all subscribe over there to those guys, but I'm still at the 2 guys that's on the show, even though we already shouted them out. Tell them where they can find you at, Tyke.
You can find me over here in the gutter at YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, Tyke Sports. You can find me. I got my show running twice a week. Tuesdays at 7:00, Thursdays at 5. That means tomorrow. Got to put a show together. Around the herd, come see what the herd they're doing at the herd. See how we're gonna trample these suckers off for the rest of the season.
What's up, Get Musty? What's going on?
Get musty. I missed the whole line.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Get Musty. You can call in. You can call in. Guess what? Friday is our call-in show where the show is ran by the chat. We let the chat decide the topics we talk, and it is what it is.
It is. Get musty. Get musty. I'm gonna tell you about 30 minutes in on the rewatch. There's an explosion that happens.
It's great. Great TV.
And it didn't involve me. It did not involve me at all.
It's a nuclear weapon. What up?
What it is. Tell me,
Oh man, find me here on YouTube at It's SEC Season. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing else about content. I'm just gonna drop it. So I'm not even gonna plug it. Just know that we're doing things the right way. August 1st is coming up. This is the first day we can put our contracts in writing. So
update. Marcus, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Man, y'all go like and subscribe on Tez and Type channel because they are hilarious. But catch me Friday, man. We coming right back live in your ear.
Yeah, man. We'll be back.
They are disputing your Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson claims in the chat.
I saw that, bro. Man.
Revisionist history, Nick.
The Raiders, man, they traded Marcus Allen when that man got there. Stop.
I'm gonna go with the king in the comments. I'm just gonna do that.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go with the king.
And I think the reason why he was traded, you want to know why he was traded? Because of Bo Jackson. Because of Bo Jackson. That's the reason why. It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. It is what it is. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's what I'm sticking to.
Somebody got caps all through the doggone chat.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Who you talking about? Cap to what? Cap to what? What are you talking about? Anyway,
I think he's talking about that Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen take.
Yes, I think so as well.
All I'm saying is Bo Jackson was better, but it is what it is. Just Bo Jackson got hurt. He just had a short career. It is what it is. War Eagle. I don't care what y'all say.
Marcus Allen's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but Bo Jackson didn't play long enough in either sport to even get there.
Terrell Davis did.
If Bo Jackson would have played 3 more seasons,
how many years he played?
If Bo Jackson would have played 3 more seasons, he would have been in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all can say cap all you want to. I don't care. I'm sticking to my story. Guess what?
How many years?
I don't care.
How many years did Bo play anyway? I don't even know.
I said what I said. Huh?
I don't know how many he played in the NFL. How many seasons did he play in the NFL?
He was drafted number 1 overall by the Buccaneers, but he didn't go.
He said he took caps was for Tez. Dropping that video.
He was drafted number 1 overall by the Buccaneers, but he didn't go.
Yeah, the Alabama fan messed him up. Alabama booster.
Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hugh Culverhouse flew him from Auburn to Tampa Bay.
On the private jet.
Yeah. Hugh Culverhouse, the Culverhouse School of Accountancy, I think still stands at the University of Alabama right now.
That's
Of course it does.
Yeah, that's a lot. So he won. I think he won in the supplemental draft of the next year.
Right.
He won a supplemental draft for the next year, and his contract played baseball. Then he went to play football.
Right.
What did he say? What did he say? He plays football in his spare time. Ain't that what he said?
I don't remember. He said a lot. Both said a lot.
No, he said he played football as a hobby or something. He said something like that.
Yeah, it was something of that nature.
I was like, wow, that's interesting. But that was a great contract where he could just come in the middle of the season and just start playing and it is what it is. But I guess. But yeah, man, it is what it is. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. We'll be back Friday. Around the water cooler, call in Friday, live call in show, man. We appreciate y'all.
Never played. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all so much, man. All right, then, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. It has been real, man. Y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all keep the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. And guess what? We are out this mug. We holla.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.